Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today's video is going to focus on my first 2 weeks of the Pro Physique Transformation Challenge. So I started tracking macros again a few days after Christmas. I started working with Paul. My macros were 175 grams of protein, 280 carbs, and 50 fats. I was doing that for a good 1 week, I believe, before I reached out to Paul and asked him to coach me. So what's honestly changed? The first thing that we said is, hey, let's get 10,000 steps per day. I started out the process on January 4th. I woke up at 158 pounds. First of all, taking check-in photos at the heaviest I've ever been was beyond terrible. Looking at yourself is probably sometimes the hardest thing that you can do, but it can also be one of the biggest awakening periods of like, hey, why am I hiding from myself? I don't like what I look like. So it's easier to not take those progress photos. It's easier to not show up in that regard, to really check in with yourself physically as well as mentally. So it has been 2 weeks now, and I'm going to take you through how's it been, things that have went on in these past few weeks. Before any types of fat loss decisions were made, I took my initial body composition in the Pro Physique studio. I showed Paul how to do some ultrasound after I did his. Here is some live action footage of me doing Paul's skin fold in the Pro Physique studio. Here are my personal results from the A-mode ultrasound. I came out to be 25% body fat here on day 1. Prime example of letting your life control you and not the other way around. So what's honestly changed? I have started meal prepping. I have a flexible meal plan that I follow every single day. I am now going on daily walks to hit 10,000 steps per day.
I've really never been like a blogger or like a life capturing type person, I guess. It's kind of weird being a vlogger. Kind of like it.
And I'm training hard, but that's kind of the usual. We're at the end of the 2 weeks now. I'm actually feeling so much better. I can just tell my skin is like cleared up. I'm able to think better. I'm able to execute in my job better. I'm able to be a better coach, be a better leader. I'm involved in a lot of different things. Here's a typical kind of week in the life of Brooke. You see everything from meal prepping. The green is the days that I plan on training. The red are my night classes. I do body composition, skin fold, and ultrasound on Tuesday mornings from 5:30 to about noon. Really nice leg day warm up there in the lab in the morning. Here we have some in-person weight training classes that I teach. My weekly lab meeting, and then those are my weekly volunteer hours in the lab for in-person training of untrained female subjects. Also do community testing on Friday mornings to the afternoons. Here we are doing a fat loss phase and balancing all of these roles. And I'm here to show you that you can do all of this and still make time for yourself. It just requires serious planning. I participate in research at the University of South Florida. I'm a current master's student at the University of South Florida for Exercise Physiology. I teach 3 classes. 2 in-person weight training classes and 1 new online weight management class that I have made myself. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see I've been talking about that for a while. Absolutely in love with Physique Science. So I'm also a coach for Pro Physique, also a researcher, skin fold and ultrasound technician for the Physique Enhancement lab run by Bill Campbell. I have a background in Biomedical Sciences, so I have no shame in putting glycolysis on my wall or the process and physiology of fat loss. So I'm a super nerd in that regard. So I'm all things training, all things nutrition, and I love the science behind it. So here we are, 2 weeks. We started out the fat loss phase in the area of 158 pounds on January 4th. And we're currently sitting at around 153 pounds after just a week and a half of being really consistent. These last 2 weeks have been absolutely amazing. I'm super excited to see where this next week is going to be. I woke up this morning at 153 pounds. So as of now, in a week and a half of just being very consistent, prioritizing myself, I've lost 5 pounds and I'm feeling so much better. So I look forward to sharing how the rest of the week as well as next week goes. This is my check-in with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment about all things training, all things nutrition, fat loss, physiology, all of it. I absolutely am willing to help any of you understand anything that you want to understand. So here is to another week in the books, feeling so much better, and I'll hit you guys with a physique update in the next video. Oh, those of you guys want to know, here is my wall of knowledge, aka an accumulation of an entire fall semester being a graduate student for exercise physiologies. And you know, low-key glycolysis right on my wall. Pretty anaerobic.